the soul of a nation, safeguarding the hunter's legacy in Canada. Canada's vast wilderness has long nurtured the spirit of the hunter, a spirit infused with grit, valor, and respect for the forces of nature. For generations, the hunter's rifle has been a vital instrument not merely for sustenance, but for fostering community, imparting ethical codes, and preserving the cultural identity of rural Canada. This heritage now finds itself at a crossroads, as legal debates surrounding firearm policies intensify. While public safety merits prudent governance, we must not forfeit our nation's soul in the process. The hunter epitomizes the warrior ethos that has underpinned leadership and resilience throughout history. Like the noble knight on a quest, the modern hunter abides by an unspoken code of conduct. Hours spent tracking prey in rugged terrain cultivate strategic thinking, situational awareness, discipline, and a solemn reverence for the harvest. Safety is sacrosanct, for human life is treated as infinitely precious. These ethics embed themselves deeply into the fabric of communities where the bond of hunting arts are preserved and transmitted. But this ancient heritage now faces powerful headwinds, as urbanization and political agendas usher in legislation targeting firearms. While public safety is invoked to justify sweeping bans, such measures often overlook nuances that would spare lawful owners using rifles responsibly. As the tendrils of restrictive policies extend towards organizations like the International Practical Shooting Confederation (IPSC), we risk severing important threads of our societal tapestry. We stand at the precipice of forever altering a signature element of Canadian identity. The dissolution of IPSC and similar sporting institutions, hunting communities, manufacturers, designers, distributors, retailers, and ranges may irreparably sabotage invaluable repositories of knowledge and expertise in firearm safety and firearm innovation. The line of keeping us safe will continue to move in hunting, sports shooting, collecting firearms, combat sports, and even martial arts. And then what next will be placed at risk? Manual driving, leading to full dependence and control, without our own agency and our own will to act in the world, to the disempowerment of the respect and authority and the spirit and identity of citizens. The military, law enforcement agencies, parks agencies, and other public safety agencies are thereby deprived of potent training partnerships at a time when such skills are increasingly vital. Additionally, the very communities that exemplify responsible firearm usage suddenly find their livelihoods and cultural mainstays under siege. Rather than presuming guilt through the channel of overregulation, we ought to recognize the tremendous contributions of Canada's hunting heritage. It speaks to our nation's rugged character, our history of self-reliance, and our deep ties to the wilderness that defines this land. Its essence cannot be legislated away without sacrificing part of our spirit. This is a time for building bridges, not widening divides between urban bureaucracies and rural realities. The great migration of billions to the world's cities was undertaken with trust in the leaders of all nations. It was done with the understanding that the rural world would be preserved, that people would retain ownership of and access to both urban and rural lands. This movement was not an exchange, one rural world for an urban world. It was a growth, an addition, meant to augment our existence. But now, leaders, having convinced people to leave their old lives behind, and their own lands behind, are attempting to erase the rural world from people's collective consciousness. People find themselves trapped, unable to travel or own land, severed from the strong humane bond to life on earth that their ancestors once nurtured. Let us preserve hunting and sport shooting, so that the leaders of nations do not steal the earth from the people, and sever the final tie we as humans have to our humanity, to our nature. Our dual destiny as masters and caretakers of both the natural and technological world is a timeless evolved humanity that must not be squandered. We must follow this dual path without losing any part of our 21st century humanity, a humanity that is both in touch and connected to the natural and technological world, mastering both realms without being mastered by either.